from Darwin in the Northern Territory. I've been making music videos for bands in the NT for the past 4 years. I moved up here and at university I'd done a degree that involved a range of different things, including filmmaking, marketing and journalism. And when I moved up here, I noticed that there's a really vibrant music scene in the Northern Territory, but not a whole heap of people making different elements to support that music. And I started making music videos and providing photography and publicity services for the bands up here. And now I work in the scene managing a band and making a bunch of videos. So my first creative experience in the world of music videos was at university. I did a video called Gnomesville. It's for a band called Sounds Like Bears, and we went out to Gnomesville in West Australia, regional West Australia, which is this bizarre place where there's thousands of garden gnomes across this weird part of the bushland out there. And we filmed a music video where we used stop motion for the gnomes to have a party to the band. So I've been making videos in Darwin for about 4 years now, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think there's something quite special about the Northern Territory music scene in terms of the way that we all work together and we all try to support each other. And I can't wait to see what other videos come out of the Northern Territory, because there are so many unique stories and voices and languages and experiences here, because it's such a vast, diverse place, and there's people making music and making videos in places that we've never heard about here, because things are so isolated. And I think there's something quite beautiful about creativity in an isolated place, in that we're not overly influenced by everybody else, or we're not overly competitive. We create for the sake of creating and for a joy within ourselves. And I think that's a really important part about why the NT music scene, and I guess the music video scene, is a little bit different. So some examples of musicians I've worked with and some of the clips that I've worked on include a band that I manage. I manage a band called At the Dakota in Darwin, and the latest video we worked with them involved running around in Litchfield National Park in a 35-degree heat day with the humidity up above 80%. It was a very sweaty day, and we did a video about a buffalo taking some of the band's drinks when they were camping. A silly storyline, but it made for a very energetic chase scene through the jungle, and had a lot of playfulness in it, which really matches with what the band's about. The band is very fun and energetic live, and they've got a real great chemistry and playfulness about them. So the video aimed to kind of capture that. I'm complaining about how hot it was when we filmed that, but the poor girlfriend of the lead singer was in the buffalo suit for the whole of the filming, and that suit didn't breathe, so she was quite sweaty at the end of it all. But I think that's a really great thing about Darwin, is that for our music videos, everyone collaborates and gets involved, and lots of mates jump in and help out if we need somebody to act or somebody to do lighting. It's a very supportive scene. Some of the other videos I've worked on, I've done some videos for a band called Pole Top Rescue. They've involved very location-based songs where they've got a lot of inside jokes about Darwin, and we've actually gone and played them out in a physical way. So it's nice to be able to take songs literally and turn them into videos. And I've also done quite a few videos with people that want to capture themselves singing live, but in really beautiful places around the territory, because we're quite lucky up here. There's a never-ending list of places that you can go and get really beautiful footage, because the landscape here is so stunning, and the environment here is just such a beautiful place to exist. So those kind of videos have been really fun to work on. When it comes to creating clips, I'm not 100% sure if I have a preferred method of working, but I know that my mentality and my philosophy with the videos that I make and my style is that I like it to be a lot of fun. I've done a number of videos that have involved characters and stories and playing out the messages of songs, but most importantly, I want viewers who are watching the videos to feel like they're entertained. I believe there's an important part that music videos play in the entertainment of people. So as long as it captures something that's entertaining and fun and matches with the band's personality and what their music's about, then I'm pretty happy to go by that. I think videos are a really great way of being discovered accidentally by different people. So sometimes when you're surfing on YouTube, you can find all sorts of things. And I love the way that sometimes a music video can help somebody discover a band that they really love accidentally. I think there's something quite adventurous and discovery about that is makes it really satisfying to make these kind of videos. So when it comes to working with the client with their music video, a lot of what I do is hanging out and getting a vibe with the band or the solo act. So I tend to work with friends or people I've seen live or acts that I really enjoy their music. Because the scene in the Northern Territory is quite an intimate, isolated scene, we all sort of know each other, so there's that benefit there. But I really want the band or the artist to own the content that we're putting out there, so that they're involved as much in the creative process as I am, because they are the creative behind everything there. The song, without the song and the artist, the music video doesn't exist. So I try not to lead them in any particular way. And I also want it to fit in with the entire marketing strategy behind what they're doing. If there's an EP release, how does the video fit in with the artwork from the EP and the stories on that EP and the key songs and the single? And then if they're going on a tour, when do you release it in regards to that? So it's about helping the bands and acts see the bigger picture of what they're doing. But a lot of the things that I do, I try to collaborate with other filmmakers as well in Darwin. So the last video I made for At the Dakota involved 2 other filmmakers, and we all worked together on that. And I think that's really important with the size of the scene here, to provide those opportunities and to work together with some younger filmmakers or new filmmakers so that we can all kind of grow the scene together. In terms of dream ventures or dream videos I'd like to make, I think I'd really love to work with more artists from remote communities in the Northern Territory. I feel like there's a lot of stories that don't necessarily have all the opportunities to be presented on the same platforms as those in the cities like Darwin and Alice Springs. There's some really great programs in the Northern Territory which are, providing music support for some of our most isolated artists, and I've had the pleasure of being involved in some of them, and things like Bush Bands Bash and the programs that Music NT run are doing great things in that area. And I think there's definitely a lot more that the filmmakers can provide and support in that space. But I guess I'd love to do more creative live videos. I think that there's something important about showing what a band's like live, especially being in the isolated area that the Northern Territory is. So I'd like to see more live videos and professionally quality made live videos for bands out there. That would be a really great project to work on.
Was it actually beer? It was last night. I missed it out.
G'day, my name's Connor Askham. I'm a local music video producer from Darwin, Northern Territory. I got into music video production only recently, and it was through my involvement in the live music scene here that sort of bridged myself into it. Because I do a lot of photography and videos for bands playing live through our organisation Foldback Magazine, which focuses on capturing and displaying the energy and work that people put into live music performances and displaying it to audiences online and through social media. And through that outlet, I've been given a lot of opportunities to sort of work with musicians and get to know how the music scene works, via also playing in my own band as well, Tapestry, which has also given me the understanding of how bands work and how artists need to have music videos there to sort of portray the message that they're trying to give to their audience. So getting into music video production was quite natural for me, being that I've had all these passions revolving around the music scene creatively. And growing up, I had always really aspired to look down, going down the path of music video production. In my early years, I used to sit in my bedroom watching Rage constantly, just soaking up all the music that was being released out into the world. And what I really sort of noticed was how it affected me and how I actually received all the information. I could easily go and listen to an album from start to finish with my headphones on, but to actually watch a music video with something visually accompanying it, it really sort of brings life to the overall message and overall atmosphere of the song. And I feel like it's a really important part of a band's physique and a band's makeup. Since I've only got into music video production recently, the handful of music videos I've done have been very widespread between the music themselves and the style of video that they were trying to go for. Probably one of my favourites was my brother's band, Hetherington Empire. He came to me with a concept for a music video and thought that while I was travelling down to Melbourne to visit them, that it would be a good idea to fit the time in to do this music video. And the concept was something they worked on together, and I just had to run and gun with the concept and shoot what the ideas that they had. I had a little bit of creative freedom with it, but it was really quite interesting to sort of just go down there and get straight stuck into it and shoot the video for them. And the way it turned out was fantastic. Like, it's my first, I think, music video that I've solely produced myself besides the concept, and solely edited all myself, and it was definitely a learning experience to say the least, but the way it came out, I'm in love with it. Just recently I was asked by a local band at the Dakota to film a music video for their single Arrow Holder. It was a concept that they had come up with themselves, and they had been sitting on it for a little while trying to see how they could portray it. And basically, it was a buffalo running through the bush, running away from the band because it had stolen their beer. And the music video production was a fun day. We were in the middle of the bush. We had to drive about an hour and a half out of Darwin, and the morning was quite cool. Once we got there, we were settling in and we got into it, we got amongst it, and it was quite cool. But as soon as the sun came out a bit more, the sweat started dripping down and it turned into a horrible afternoon. But we smashed it out, we got through it, and we made a really good production at the end of it, which was really good to see. It'd be great to get into documentary making for bands. Because I have such a passion for music and music video production, I find documentaries look into the stories that musicians have a little bit more deeper than what music videos do. And going on tour myself with my own band, it's a bit of an experience, and the messages and stories that you get from tours and going around and playing shows can be really interesting, and for the audience can be really insightful as well. My favourite music videos would be from a band called Between the Buried and Me. They have this music video for a song called The Coma Machine off an album called Coma Ecliptic, and it's fantastic. The post-production in it is pretty next level, but the way they've done it is it's sort of like a one-shot music video, but there's cuts in between that you wouldn't notice, and they've really sort of given the song a lot of life through the music video, and it's something that I aspire to be able to create something of that level. I've got a few projects up next on the horizon that I'm looking to work on, one for a rapper and one for a singer-songwriter, and I'm looking to step up my post-production a bit to get a bit of to give a bit more life to the music videos themselves. Because showing just footage is fine, like you can really portray a lot of messages through just chucking a bunch of footage together. But really looking forward to exploring graphic design and incorporating that with my videos, because it can really give a lot of life to the videos themselves.